Hi, I'm your host, Ricky Booker. Welcome back to a brand new season in the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers.
It's time to get on up and whip it up with them Breakfast Brothers. It's time to get on up and whip it up with them Breakfast Brothers. Yeah, it's time to get on up and stir it up. It's time to get on up, stir it up and whip it up. Yeah, it's time to get on up.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I know you're used to seeing Ricky Booker, but on today's episode, I'm your host, Blodgett St. And as you know, good food, good conversation does it every time. Well, In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we love to feed your soul. On today's episode, our guest, he's a realtor. He's a clothing company owner and designer. Today, I'm so excited to introduce Davarus. Hey,
What's going on?
I'm so excited to have you on today because we're about to have a lot of fun, okay? And on this episode, we're definitely going to get in your business. And I want the viewers to know a little bit about you, your background, and just tell us like your markets in real estate, just so they can get excited for who they about to learn about.
Sure. Davarus, originally from Mississippi.
Okay.
I moved here in 2017. I just came home from a very long vacation.
Okay, long vacation, okay.
And I needed some change. You know, I was just trying to get out of Mississippi. Stop doing some of the stuff that I used to do. Moved there with my brother, and everything went up from there.
So real estate for you is something that you've been working towards. But see, I want to talk about knowing you from the car industry, because I don't know if y'all know, but Davarus not only put me in a Benz once, but he put me in a Benz twice. Okay, so I just love the fact that coming to a dealership, you just made it so warm and easy of a process. You gave that Mississippi hospitality, so I can only imagine how you transferred that over to real estate. But tell me a little bit about your stats in the car industry, because I know a lot of people have seen your face for selling cars.
So I worked for an auto group. It was 3 brands: Nissan, Dodge, and Ford. And I was out of 2 of the top Nissan car salesmen in the entire country. I was number 3 top car salesman of the auto group. In the area, I think I was number 27 in the whole state for those brands. I was selling 20, 30 cars a month.
Don't say that lightly, 20, 30 cars a month. Okay.
And like I said, like Mississippi hospitality, my grandfather, he hate car sales. And he used to talk about car sales all the time. And one thing he didn't like, what his biggest issue was, when he went into a car dealership, he had saved up $20,000. And it was a certain car that he wanted. So he went to the dealership, tried to buy the car. Car salesman just gave him a bunch of you can't buy this car, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, because he was black. And this was like a long time ago. He was 18, and my grandfather like 80 something up. And he just hated how they treated him. He ended up going to another dealership that wasn't too far away, and then they ended up doing business with him. So he ended up buying the car he wanted, then he ended up taking it to that car dealership to get it washed, just so he can, show the other dealership up, like, hey, yeah, I got this car. You said I couldn't get this car, so you got the car. And I remember calling him when I got the position, and I told him, like, hey, I'm gonna be a car salesman. Like, you gonna be one of them crooked car salesmen. Yeah. And what I try to do is I try to, how can I put it? So it's a stigma on car sales. Say car salesmen are janky, car salesmen are shady. They aren't transparent, so on and so forth. And for me, that's what I tried to do. I tried to be transparent, trying to be honest. And in sales, people assume that you have to lie, cheat, and steal to sell and to be successful in sales. You don't.
You don't.
You literally can make as much money as you want by being honest, by being transparent, and explaining the product.
Okay.
I don't sell. I never consider myself as a salesman. I always just provide people with what they want, and cars sell itself. So when a person come in and say, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, my job is to help them find X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Explain to them, hey, based on your situation, this is what it looked like on this car.
Yeah.
If you can afford this, don't get this.
Yeah.
Get this. Get this Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
You want this Dodge Charger, this Scat Pack, but we might need to look at a Ford Mustang.
Hey, on the Honda budget, okay?
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate that honesty because I can only imagine how that goes over to real estate.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna find out. You didn't put me in a car before. I'm gonna find out how you gonna put me in the house. But we're gonna get into that at the sit down. But let's go back and find out what Ricky got going on because I want to give y'all a little sneak peek of Ricky has a new segment called In the Business with Ricky Booker where he does consultations with other business owners. So if you want to book, I suggest that you watch this next segment.
If you're in business to sell and you got a passion to cook everything, but your top seller is nachos, what should you be selling?
Nacho.
Okay. You cook some loud packed nachos in Breakfast Brothers kitchen and you cook quesadillas. Say one day, well, this is my favorite. Look at that. That's amazing.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Luscious Barbie. You already know that I'm with the games, okay? And every time it's going to be a surprise because, Davarus, you don't know about the game I'm about to play. But we got to get you some food.
Okay.
But because I want you to try. Now, since I talked about the Henny sauce, right? Can you guess our sauces? Just because you say you're from Mississippi, right?
Right.
So I know you know about flavor.
Yeah.
And from your Instagram, I be seeing you in the kitchen. Don't try to act like you don't be in the kitchen.
Yeah, I do my thing.
So let me get some food out here with some sauces. We're going to see if you can really figure it out. Because we got 3 sauces, right? And I'm going to tell you the name, but we're going to get you some chicken tenders.
I got to close my eye.
I mean, if you want to. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Let's see. Ooh, that was perfect timing with the chicken tenders. Oh, I might even get one of these myself. Okay, so we got 3 sauces. We got the Henny sauce. We got the KOD sauce.
I thought I was supposed to guess.
Yeah, but you got another name of them first.
Oh, okay.
So we got 3 sauces. Henny sauce, KOD sauce, honey lime crack sauce.
Okay.
You can dip the sauce in there and tell me one by one what you think it is. And I'll tell you if you're right at the end. And you can close your eyes. Matter of fact, yeah, close your eyes so I can scramble it up. Yeah.
All right, got my hands.
Okay. Let's taste this sauce first. All right, try that one. What you think that is?
Hold on, I'm trying to chew with my eye closed. Hold on.
You can't blink and chew at the same time.
Because the flavor hit me.
Okay. Describe the flavor.
Hold on, I didn't get enough on there. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You need another one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Okay.
All right. I think you just like that chicken tender because
Chicken tender is fire.
I don't think you think about no sauce.
It's like a sweet heat.
Mm.
Something like, kind of like, it's not like that Megan Thee Stallion sweet heat stuff.
Mm.
It's like got that sweet heat type.
Okay, so what would you guess that one to be?
All right, the names again, the crack, lime crack, Henny, and then what was that?
KOD.
Okay, well, I think that's the KLD.
Okay, so we're going to see. And now I'm going to go out there into the chicken,
Okay.
grab one of those, and then dip it in this sauce right here.
Is that enough?
Tell me, yep. And then tell me what you think that sauce is. Give me a description. And you're chewing it.
This got to be the lime.
You think that's the honey lime crack sauce?
Yeah.
The chicken sounds so crispy. You make
Man,
me
the
want to
chicken-
bite. I'm going to have to
The
get
chicken fire.
Okay. Now, this one right here. Let's see. Let me get you this one right there. Yeah, grab it. All right. I'm going to double dip that one. It's okay.
This got to be Henny.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you can open your eyes now.
Did I get it right?
You got all of them right. And you make the chicken look so good. Hold on, because
I
I
ain't
gotta
gonna
dip it in my favorite sauce. My favorite sauce is the Henny.
So what? That's the Henny right now?
That's the Henny. That's the KLD.
Will I get drunk all this?
Now, if you want to take shots of Henny sauce, do it at your own risk.
Now
You
this
can buy a bottle.
is actually good right here.
The honey lime crack sauce.
Like this is really good.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna get to the interview. Bro, I had to get into the chicken real quick. Yeah. Okay, we here at the sit down. I'm here with Davarus. Davarus, we got a little bit into how you came from the car industry to real estate. I'm so excited to get more about your story. But first, we got to get some food on your stomach. Right? So I know you didn't look through the menu. You done been at Breakfast Brothers plenty of times before. Right. So we're going to get your order taken today. And then I want you to be able to just kind of relax. This is your living room right now. So we're going to get some food on your stomach.
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Breakfast Brothers. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Welcome to Breakfast Brothers.
I would like the shrimp and grits.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what can I get you to drink?
Crisp peach.
Hush peach. It's in a bottle. Would you like a glass of ice with that?
Nah, I'll take it in the bottle. That's fine.
In the bottle? Right. I'll take the little cloak, yeah.
All right, so now that you got your order, I really want to talk about, like, because you made such a staple in the city of Dallas for sure, but just in general about the car industry, you really became like an influencer online just as an entrepreneur in general. How was that transition going into real estate? Like, was it easeful? Did it give you any obstacles? Tell me about the journey.
So when I decided that I didn't want to be in the car business no more, I ended up getting sick. I ended up having my gallbladder removed. So I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. Normally with a gallbladder surgery, it's like quick. But I was in there for like 2 weeks. And that's when I had, I got a text message from the general manager and his assistant, and they was just asking me questions about, you know, what are my plans when I come back, so on and so forth. And in the car business, I've never been on the scales, never had you know, scales. I kind of did my own thing because I sold a lot of cars. And they text me talking about I was on a team and I was on a schedule. And I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work, you know, where this come from. And I was just being pulled so many different ways on why the transition of me not having a schedule to having a schedule. And I just made up in my mind, like, nah, I ain't going back to the car dealership. And I got a random call. I got like, hey man, I speak to such and such, such and such. And I'm like, you got the wrong number. And then he was like, this is not the realtor? I was like, nah. And I was like, that was weird. Hung up the phone and then looked at the TV laying on my hospital bed, and they was talking about real estate. I was like, nah, I'm finna get my real estate license. So I signed up to Champion School of Real Estate, and I was taking the courses.
While you was in the hospital?
While I was in the hospital, laying in the
Look
hospital.
how God worked.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because you wasn't expecting that. So it wasn't something that was something that was on your mind before and you just never pursued it?
Yeah, like my family they was able to come out of poverty in Mississippi through real estate. And so for me, I was just like, can I be a realtor? Because of my background. My background has always been like you know, I've been scared to make my transition into other things because of my background, because I always felt like people gonna judge me based on my background. With real estate, same thing. I thought they was gonna judge me, and for a minute they did. But then when I started doing my character reference letters, when people started writing letters on my behalf, and I told them my story based on, like, you know, me coming from playing semi-pro basketball, college basketball, all that type of stuff, I was like, look, this is what it is, and I'm trying to do this. Give me an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I swear, I like woke up, had the congratulations email.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. We gonna get your food in here. Okay. But I really want to, for a second, go into how amazing that is, because we gotta get you some silverware too. How amazing that is, because you never really, you always see like setbacks as like, this is where I'm gonna stay, how am I gonna get to my next move? And what you saying that people would have thought like that your past would affect your future in a negative way. People always think that, but it's like, I feel like that works more in your favor, because when people see you online, every time that I see you being more transparent about your background, you show especially young men, young black men at that, you show them that not only can you dominate the car industry, but now you're showing them how real estate works. Yeah. And then there's a lot more other things that you do. But I want you to get a first bite of them shrimp and grits, because I know that's not your normal.
No, that's not my normal.
What's your normal dish from the Breakfast Brothers?
My normal dish is the combo fried rice. I always get that, and then I get a side of salmon. And I get some greens, a lot of hot sauce, stuff like that. This look good.
Shrimp and grits is one of my favorites, so I want to see you take that bite.
Okay. I like that. The gravy smell good. Tastes like some Louisiana type. That's good.
Okay. As long as we get a little approval, but I do want you to be comfortable, eat your food. But I just love the fact that you're able to transition so powerfully, because we know that it's not an easy road. But I also love the fact that you're able to really talk about your vision with real estate. So tell the viewers, what is your vision with real estate? Like, what is your ideal client?
When I say this, people say I'm crazy. I'm not really a fan of like celebrities. You know, I don't really want to work with no millionaires, no celebrities and stuff like that. I want to work with the everyday person who's going to work, because I feel, especially in the minority community, I want to bridge that gap of home ownership. A lot of people don't know, like, there's this big backing behind Hispanics right now. Last year, there was like 52% of the houses that were sold to Hispanic people. And there's this big pushing behind Hispanics, and they are coming together, working together to get into real estate, be developers, be investors, so on and so forth. I feel like in the black community, we don't have that. Yeah. And so I want to be that person. I want to teach people. I don't want people to make some of the same mistakes that I saw like my parents make when it comes to trying to be a homeowner. And one thing, how can I do that, is through information. So I provide people with a lot of information, and I show people like, hey, this is the mistakes that you can make if you don't do X, Y, and Z. This is why you should do X, Y, and Z. So whenever somebody, take me on as their realtor, we go through the entire process together. So if I tell you to take your earnings money, I'm gonna explain to you, hey, this is why you're taking earnings money. This is earnings money. This is how it benefits you. And if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you can lose your earnest money. Escrow, teach people about the escrow, how important it is, taxes, the development of areas. Just say like this area right here, like a couple years ago, this area wasn't too much, taxes wasn't what it is now, because of all the development that they're doing in the area. So
yeah, and the information that you give is stuff that we don't necessarily know about off bat, because even with me trying to purchase my first home, I'm gonna tell y'all, I made a huge mistake because, and I reached out to you and you gave me so much information that I didn't understand too much about what I was getting, as far as like sending me to somebody like a lender and getting all the information. You were holding my hand without information that I was aware of, and I was thinking about costs and thinking about the fears that people tell you, like, oh, you gotta have this great credit score, you can't have this,
a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, you gotta have 30% of what you're gonna put down, and it scared me out of it to where I tried to take the route of, okay, I'm just gonna rent a house.
Whole time you losing money.
Whole time. Just own the property, the land, the soil. The next time that I get a house definitely is gonna be through you, but it's also gonna be making sure that I own every single piece of sand on the lot, because I seen the importance with going through renting a house and thinking about costs. Oh, okay, I can get this for $15.50 a month, but I could have been paying,
You can pay the same thing. If you paying $15.50 in rent, you can find a house that's you paying $15.50. Like, it's not about. I think our biggest issue is we want to ball. Like we want to literally start running before we want to start running straight out the gate. We don't want to crawl. We don't want nobody holding our hand. We don't want to put training wheels on bikes and stuff like that. We want to jump straight out there and start balling. And I think that's our biggest issue. when it comes to home ownership. Like, we want the big luxurious house that we see that they promote on social media versus going to get this, 3-bedroom house that's in, just say, Cedar Hill, Duncanville, DeSoto, Venus, or something like that. And also, we want to be so close to the city, but then we don't want to pay the tax.
Right.
When you can go to Maybank, which is 50-some minutes away from Dallas, get you a nice house, 3-bedroom, whatever, $220,000, $230,000, low mortgage. Maybank is eventually going to turn into what Red Oak is right now, what Glen Heights is right now.
Yeah.
And then you turn around selling in a couple of years, and now you just made the most money you ever made in your life.
Yeah. And that's definitely what we need. We need the information. We need the knowledge, because we be, and I'm saying we, meaning me and y'all, we be on Zillow, we be on all these websites looking at these $1 trillion houses on a very, very much
Strict budget.
regular budget, right? So I love the fact when somebody can give you information, and I think that is what I seen you coming from the car industry to real estate, is that even through social media, you're going to give, like, you can go with that if that's what you want to do. If you
It's the better way if you go this route. Yeah.
you should go. I love the fact that you give the option of, like, if you want to ball out, go ahead and ball out. But this actually will give you opportunity to still eat.
Because I think it saves me, because I never want somebody, my name means more to me than anything. I don't want nobody to say, well, he made me do this, or he forced me to do it. No, he gave you option.
Because we're going to blame the realtor first.
Every single time. And the same with the car salesman. You go blame the car salesman.
Yeah.
When you came in for this, you want a Hellcat, but you've never purchased a car before in your life. You never had this big of a responsibility. And if I tell you, hey, don't get the Hellcat right now. Get this SXT or get this RT, still a V8. Get this right here and start slow. Work your way up, because this is the #1 stolen car in the DFW area. So do you want to take on this big responsibility of this Hellcat getting stolen?
Right.
And insurance gonna be high. Can you pay $1,000 a month to have insurance on this car?
And I want you to know the power of what you do when you do that, because you really opened my mind up. I came to, what was that, a Dodge
Because
Jeep.
was it the second time or the first time?
The first time.
First time. You wanted something crazy the first time. And then
Hey, why not?
you
I
wanted-
probably was like, get
you
me
wanted
on a roll.
Yeah, you ordered something crazy, and I was just like, no. I think it was a Mercedes too, but I think it was like an S550, so it was something crazy.
I think it probably was a G-Wagon, because that's my dream car. But
Oh no, it was something crazy. I was just like, no, but we have this.
Yeah.
We have this C300
Yeah.
that you like got low miles.
Yeah.
This.
yeah, when it came, but I think because I was thinking that you were at a Dodge dealership and they had Jeeps, I was like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna leave with a Charger. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna leave with something. But when you pulled that Benz around and you spoke that life into me, that let's test drive. And I'm like, test drive? I ain't gonna be, can't afford no Benz. Like, come on now, we didn't even need to play around when I test drove. And you was like, oh, this your car. Like, drive it like it's your car. When we was on the test drive, like, you like drive it like it's yours. Why are you driving it? Because I really, when we got in the car, I'm like, nah, this ain't, girl, you just finna do a joyride. And once you spoke that into me, I was like, okay, I'm in the Benz. And
Yeah,
now
so
I've been
think
driving
about this.
Benz ever since.
With your situation, you went with your own lender. Most car salesmen, they're gonna try to push you to go with financing through the dealership. And I told you, because I think y'all had like American Express or something. That's the good credit bank. Southwest. So I'm like, if you can get pre-approved through them, why not go through them? Because they're going to give you a lower interest rate. They're going to give you a better term. They're going to do what's in your best interest because you have a relationship with them. You don't know the dealership from nobody.
Yeah. Now I'll just be walking in places like,
Yeah.
oh, call my bank.
Yeah, call my bank like you did last time.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they just say send this paperwork over, blah, 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 blah. Easy transition.
But again, you speak the life into the client, because even that second time now, I ran up my credit. I was just like, I ain't gonna need to use my credit again. Let's just go ahead and ball out. Then when I came in there, you was like, I don't know if you seen your report.
I mean,
crazy,
I
man.
could try. I could do what I could do. But most car salesmen at that moment would have discouraged me from getting anything because it
And
would have
we
been a
still
waste
got-
of time.
no.
Still walked off with a
But see,
bid.
I tell people this all the time. I hate when somebody say, "Hey, Davarus, I don't want to waste your time." I hate that. That drives me up the wall because this is my job.
Yeah.
My job is to figure it out. My job is to get it done. I can't get paid until it get done.
Right.
You can't get your car and then promote me on social media until it get done.
Davarus had me looking at a Tesla.
Yep, we drove
We
the
was
Tesla.
test driving Teslas. I said, okay, he believe in me. You are great at what you do because you could have got me to get anything off their lot.
like a Ford Focus or
You could have got me to get anything. Trust me, we test drove a Range Rover. We test drove pretty much anything. I would have left with whatever because of who was selling it to me. And that's what I love about that. And that's why I know my next house, which is going to be a Barbie house. Right?
Pink house.
It's ain't gonna tell them my vision, but it's definitely gonna be dope. But I know that you'll put me in the right situation where it's not gonna put me out of pocket. Now, I know from social media that you do so much more than real estate. And I've also purchased some products from you. So tell me about Dore, your clothing company.
So, okay, I'm gonna go deep now. So, I started Dore in prison. It's a clothing company that I've owned since prison. I actually started it in prison on my rack with my iPhone, everything. My best friend Ryan, I had him to go to a local shop. I ordered some hats offline, had them shipped to his house, go to this local shop, get the name printed on the hats, and then we promote them on social media. I've always had a big social media following. And so my very first sale was Victoria Vivian, number one basketball player in college. Not only that, she ended up going to the WNBA. And this was like a couple weeks after she signed to go to the WNBA.
Yeah.
She ended up buying one of my hats and then came right back and like, hey, I'm finna get another one. I'm finna get one for my teammates. And so that kind of like took me over with the company. But Dore is a non-gender specific brand. Because the way the world is right now, you don't want to limit yourself to genders or, the specifics. So shit, if you're a man and you want to wear a dress, wear it. If you're a woman and you want to wear a baseball cap and you want to wear jeans, wear it.
Yeah.
We don't care. So we don't put genders on nothing. We don't put labels on nothing because, the world we live in now, you just don't know and you don't want to offend somebody. So it's a non-gender specific brand.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I know it's amazing quality because I've had it. I can't even get my hoodie back from my niece because it's such good quality. But I really love the fact that you specifically choose every single piece along the way. You're not just ordering something. So I definitely want people to find out more about that. But what I want you to do is let the people know where to find you, how they can get you to be their favorite realtor, and all that.
So if you would like for me to be your realtor, my name is Davarus Bell. Throughout social media, Davarus Bell. You can contact me at 817-617-9654. My name is my name. Google me, Davarus Bell.
And if you want anything that you've seen on the show today, like the shrimp and grits, go to www.breakfastbrothers.com and make sure you get those chicken tenders too, because the sauce is going to get it every time. And y'all, until next time, let's go.